Brown Bag Mornings, buenos dias. Good morning to you. We got the legend in the building, DJ Flick. He brought his homie. He brought his homie. Be real.
I'm here to support.
There we go.
Wow.
There we go.
So nice of Flick.
Very kind of you to open the door to upcoming artists such as.
I'm his emotional support.
There we go. There we go. Now we got Be Real in here and DJ Flick, LAFC aficionados, but also you guys came through with a record called Street by Street.
Yeah.
It's Cypress Hill with SIA and DJ Flick. Did you produce this or did you?
Yep, I produced it. This record's definitely I call it the iconic clash, right? Mm-hmm. You got Sia, this like huge vocal.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
voice of an angel, man.
Global star. Mm-hmm. And then of course you got the almighty Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on,
you know, he pulled a gun on me and told me I better get on this song.
He had no choice.
Yeah.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah. You know, what could I do?
He did it in Tagalog too, so you had to apalalanco.
Oh my God.
This song. I just mean my name is. Hey, but when Sia on this record, and we're gonna run it here on Power, but when you hear this record, it's so big, and her voice is just like amidst movies, cinematic, and all of that, and then boom, the uniqueness of your voice, Be Real, just goes in, and just knowing what it is to be inside the LAFC stadium, that's what it feels like. There's this big cinematic feel to being at one of the games, but it also feels hometown.
Yeah.
You'll see Be Real right there on the floor being like, what's on the field, saying what's up to everybody, you know?
Yeah.
That's what these I guess the energy is.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we were able to capture that, and Flick doesn't make it hard. Like, you know, he'll give us something that's very significant and that can capture that vibe right there. I never thought about working with Sia. I've been a fan of hers for quite a long time, but I never saw a bridge to that. And she's an LAFC fan as well. In one game, she was like, "Hey, I want to do something with you," and he heard it. Flick heard it, and he was like, "Boom!" Light went up in the head, and he made it happen. And you know, it ended up being doper than I would imagine. A song like that would be with Sia, you know what I mean? Because you try to find like, how do you bridge Cypress Hill with Sia? You know what I mean? And,
done perfectly, bro.
and he found
Thank
it.
you. Yeah.
DJ Flick, the legend.
My guy right there. I told you, I opened with it correctly. He's like, oh yeah. They know me in Manila.
Real quick though, I think the one thing that everyone should know is really important is that most importantly, we're fans first, right? Yeah. Like me and B have season tickets, like it's our thing. And so in 2022 when Sia pulled up, like for me as a producer songwriter, I mean, I was just like, oh, it's Sia.
Yeah.
And I just kind of threw the energy out there, and even Rich, and shout out to Rich Orozco and Nick Ferrer. We were like, man, it'd be so great to get her on an Anthem, you know?
So y'all started this track in 2022?
We didn't, but we maneuvered it. You know what I mean?
Started politicking, getting things in place.
He pulled his gun out again.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is it DJ Flick or DJ Blick?
Okay, so let's talk about LAFC, because even with you, Be Real, you're low-key becoming the Jack Nicholson of the LAFC. Everybody sees you there. They know where you're kind of the area you're going to be in. There's sightings of you and stuff like that.
Does he yell at refs too?
Sometimes. I think he might. I think I've seen you yell a couple times, bro. Yeah. You were the fool that plays.
We can't say what he says on the sideline.
We call him names for sure.
Yeah, we call him names for sure.
And low-key, he's by where the other team walks in too, and they get it too, bro.
It's a battle between B and Jaime.
Yeah, the dude that plays Chente, Vicente Fernandez.
That's the homie right there.
That's the homie right there. But you know, Soccerhead gives it to him. He was giving it to him last night.
Yeah, he was turned up.
He is like the Everlast of the, you know, because Everlast will heckle someone. You know,
last night Tigres, their goalie, like pulled up like right in front of the
area,
suite,
yeah.
and Angel Soccerhead was right there, and they both like maybe a foot away of each other, and I thought it was going down.
Oh no.
Jaime does too, though. Jaime will
for
give it to
sure.
him. Oh man,
All the bad words in Spanish.
He does. I'm like, how do you get away with that?
you want to learn some bad words in Spanish? Just stand next to Jaime when the other team walks through. You get them all right there.
I guess, but you too, B-Real, how do you like that being part of low-key, like the identity of who you are too? Now it's like, okay, you can't do LAFC without seeing B-Real there too.
I'm Team LA. You know
Come
what I
on.
mean? They play in the heart of LA, and you know, when the team surfaced on the scene, you know, I knew it was something I could get behind because.
Right.
The other guys, they're not in LA, unfortunately.
Shoo!
You know what I'm
Take
saying?
a hop, skip, and a jump out of here to go over there. Yeah.
And I was born and raised out here, so you know, for me, I gravitated to that team, and you know, threw all my support behind it. And you know, I didn't expect to be a part of it in the way that we are now. I got a call to do a song with Flicked and Kid Ink, and I didn't know where it was going to go, and they ended up using it as an anthem, and we happened to win a championship that particular year. So I was like, you know what? I brought the mojo.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You're the good juju, bro. You're the good juju.
And you know, it went from coming into the suite where we all hang out, right, to where I looked at the 3252 section and said, I want to be up there. How do I get up to the drum section? And I played drums a couple times up there with them, and then it became a thing where I told Bobo from, you know, our bandmate from Cypress, right, said, let's go up and play drums with these guys. And we ended up playing drums the whole season.
Oh my gosh.
When we were home, not on tour, we'd be up in the drum section creating the winning mojo, baby.
Still working.
And you know, we got to get back up in the drums so that we could create
Go
this
back up
mojo.
there.
Yes, we need to get back up.
No,
We were taking beer showers every time we scored a goal.
Yep.
It was crazy.
It's crazy.
I still brought him shots up there.
I
He
know
tried
you
to
brought
get
me
away.
shots,
He
so-
tried to get away. I got him.
He did. He
Yeah.
did. Like, we'd be in the middle of playing, and then, you know, Soccerhead would come up with like 3 big ass double shots. Like,
And
here.
you gotta take it because in the background it's like, oh, like you have like
Yeah,
the
they're going
primal
hard,
chant,
32-52.
and then you gotta take the shots, bro.
Yeah, the 3252's creative vibe there. That is
For
like
sure.
no
Yeah.
other.
Bro, I like that you mentioned it because we have this debate of how to say that section correctly. Is it 3252? Is it 3252? Whichever one we say it, someone else will tell us it's the opposite one.
I say it any way I want.
Yeah. I mean,
3252.
the most common is 3252, but like even in Do It For LA in our record, like Ink says it like 3252. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all the same numbers.
Right.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
It all adds up.
Now, if you said the 30,020,
Okay, yeah, you can't say that.
No, that'd be
3,000.
Yeah, you can't say that.
That would not work.
500 and
Yeah.
20.
That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Okay, when it comes to LAFC and their season, I guess what has been a high point for you guys? You know, we talk about this new kid.
Nathan Ordaz from Van Nuys.
Ordaz.
Yeah.
He's a young cat who is incredible at what he does, and I guess to have like that low-key Central American representation, that not for nothing, Galaxy seems to excel in the Central American fandom, right? So for us to have that at LAFC, we feel like, okay, we got one, like it's really cool. I guess for you guys, what is either a player or a moment that made you feel like, ooh, this is a sick one?
Oh man, there's so many moments, right? Like when we won the cup, I don't know if you guys have seen the cup final, but it wasn't an easy feat. Like it went into, you know, overtime, and then it went to PKs. Our goalie at the time, Max Krapal, broke his leg. You know,
Yeah, that was
It
crazy.
was a
It was
war. You gotta
hanging.
earn that, yeah.
And the one thing I do remember is, you know, a lot of people were down, and I'm always that guy like, hey, we got this, guys. Like B will tell you, I'm the uplifting
positive,
guy,
yeah.
very positive. And I remember talking to Rich, and
We got this, guys. Just another shot of 1800, and they'll do
It'll
it.
put us over.
but I remember Rich. I think this is the what I always remember the most is he said, like, because we were losing, you know, and he was just like, it can't end this way. There's too much love in this stadium, man. Like,
Wow.
you know,
And there was.
Yeah.
yeah. And we ended up winning,
Sheesh.
Yeah, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. I remember all of us tearing up too and hugging, bro hugs everywhere.
That was beautiful.
Hey man, I had some guys come up to me and like kiss me on the cheek. It's like, yeah, Flick, yeah. And I was like, yo.
It was pretty surreal seeing that because it was like a storybook moment. Our goalie breaks his leg.
Yeah.
He comes in and saves
the
game.
Yeah.
He basically saved the goal. He saved the goal.
They both did.
Yeah.
And then, Bale.
And Bale, like
earned his money right at the end. That was everything.
Pay the big bucks for.
Everybody was like, "Man, when's he gonna?" And then all of a sudden, boom! Everybody loved him because he earned that money at the right time.
I still look that up and watch that, man. When he does that header in and how the crowd just reacted, it's like, oh god.
But of the new cats, Martinez is really good.
Yeah,
it's good to see him.
That's the 19-year-old.
Yeah.
It's good to see him getting out there and getting more time because I think that dude is going to be lethal as he grows into his game.
For sure.
I mean, last night he did great, and I think it's just going to give him more confidence. And we need that, especially going into the bigger games. You need these guys up, and they're looking pretty good.
Yeah. Next year, is it next year that's the World Cup?
Yeah.
Yes.
How are you guys feeling about that? It gets everybody.
Part.
Yeah.
That's the scary part because when they start calling guys up, you lose some of your best guys.
Yeah. You got to answer the call to play for the country, you know? Are the Philippines in the...
No.
Oh, I'm just asking.
No.
It wasn't a try.
Letty, chill. We're trying to hype up the Filipinos, man.
Okay.
But the women's the Filipino team, they made World Cup for the first time.
Oh, nice.
So that's great for the women.
It's okay. El Salvador stays at home rooting for USA because they will not root for Mexico.
He's petitioning to be the captain of the Filipino
No.
team.
Okay.
Oh!
Okay, so Team Philippines, right? Your boy produced the World Cup anthem for LA. So I'm Filipino. That's what it is.
Well, oh, that's tight. I'm happy. I'm happy.
That's so fire.
Have you met DJ
Yeah, I
E-Man?
was going to say, E-Man's a
You need to meet DJ E-Man.
No, E-Man's my pare. I've known him for a long time.
I told you, they all know each
Of
other.
course.
Yeah.
Cousins.
We were just in his office.
Hilarious.
Wait,
I said, "Where's all the Filipino food at, man? You didn't know I was coming."
Adobo. What's up?
What's up?
What is pare? What does that mean?
So pare is like homie, right?
Nice.
Okay.
But the way we do is like you don't like B. He's the pare.
Hey.
Do you know what I'm saying? Vic is the pare. Letty's the mare.
Hey. It sounds like you're saying mom and dad. It sounds like you just called people your daddy.
You know what's funny?
It does kind of have that
the
sound.
padre,
Yeah, and I think in Europe or in Spain, I think pare means stop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like
Spanish, yes.
Para is like
Yeah.
just chill out.
Yeah, 'cause
All right.
my boy was in the taxi and he just kept saying pare, and the taxi just kept freaking
hitting the brakes.
Every time he said pare.
So pare is like homie?
Yeah, it's like homie. But we don't call the pares unless you're the pare. That's just what
it's a sacred word.
Yeah.
I know the World Cup is coming up. Is there anything you guys are doing to kind of be involved in that?
I'm probably going to be on tour.
No way.
He's probably gonna be on tour.
Yeah.
But aside from producing the anthem, I'm working on a World Cup album.
Amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, as well. And so you might hear some people on it.
I love. And we're just talking about your voice too. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
We're talking about your voice, be real. It has not changed at all, and it's so unique. At a time right now where everybody kind of tries to sound like each other. I go back to an interview that Corrupt did a long time ago, and he said it was almost a diss if you sounded like someone else. Everyone wanted their own sound. If you were from LA, you didn't want to sound like Atlanta. If you were from Florida, you didn't want to sound like New York. And your voice has stood the test of time. As soon as you hear a couple words, you know who you are.
Well, thank you.
I don't know. Talk to me about your voice. How do you ask that?
Well,
does your whole family sound like this?
No. I'm the only one. But I've taken care of it, right? I didn't over party back in the day. I partied for sure, but I didn't necessarily keep it going. After I realized off of probably my first 3 years of touring that my voice would get messed up. I was about to do some podcast ish, right?
Thank you for not.
My voice would go, right? I'd go hoarse and I would sound nothing like I did on the record. And and that was because I was drinking Jack Daniels before a show, smoking blunts, with Phillies, like doing all sort of harsh things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That like contributed to my voice getting wrecked every tour, and I didn't have any control yet, right? So, and what I mean by control is, let's say you're a young buck and there's no training for this unless you got a mentor that says, hey, listen, you need to go rehearse for, 3-4 months before this tour and get it together so you can practice having control, right? We didn't really do that. I mean, we did rehearsals, but we didn't have any mentors to help us do that type
There's no blueprint to it, especially at that time. You had to figure it out on your own.
You learn hands-on as you're going, right? So we'd see a packed crowd and they're jumping up and down, and what happens is psychologically you tend to think, now I got to scream the lyrics because they're hype, I'm hype, this is what's getting them up. But that's not what's getting them up. The music is what's getting them up, and your energy is getting them up. So I had to figure out how to control my voice but still have the same body language and energy. And I didn't have that locked in yet, so I'd be screaming my lyrics out, and by the end of the tour I'm sounding like Busta Rhymes or something.
No, legit.
And so I got with the vocal coach who was an opera singer back in her day, and she taught others her technique on how she would preserve her voice and like come from the bottom instead of being throaty, right? So it's something a lot of opera singers do because they're sustaining a lot of notes, so they tighten up their stomach and take little breaths, but those little breaths expand your lungs bigger than like you taking a deep breath, right? And so she taught me that technique and then gave me vocal warm-up exercises to like get my vocal cords warmed up before a show. And I started getting in the pattern of doing that and not drinking cold drinks before a show, like sodas, beers, or anything, and just room temperature type of drinks, whether it's a juice or a water or most importantly like hot tea. That's what started preserving my voice, and I didn't go hoarse after that. I didn't like throw my voice out, and then I finally got the control. So once I learned that, that's it. It's crispy. These fools hella throaty when that's a whole nother time. They be throaty. Maybe it's I came up with a new thing for you. They're throaty right now.
Hold on.
Y'all throaties.
Can you do some of those vocal exercises for us, the warm-ups?
Oh my God.
Is one that you have to put like a straw in the water and then kind of do bubbles almost, and
it was,
that's kind of one that I learned. It
was mostly like doing certain sounds that were particular to your vocal tone and range, right? And then there's a part where you hold your tongue and you're like doing the
going
notes
up and down.
We're waiting. We're waiting.
Let's see what that tongue does.
Oh, easy.
He's doing it.
I love
but you see how it's helping his breath work.
And you go up and down the scale. Like usually there's a piano there, right? Like the one she gave me didn't have sounds. She just told me, the keys to
rock
go
with it on with your voice. All right, your turn.
Professional.
Well, that was bad.
That was terrible.
Too much throat, dog. Too much throat in that one.
No.
Lighten up that
I'm not a pro. I'm sorry.
It's easier when you have the piano because then you know what key you're supposed to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Duh.
Okay.
Don't hawk to her, bro.
And what's crazy is that when you're doing it, if somebody doesn't know what you're doing on the other side, they think you're going crazy.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure. Like if anyone would have walked into your dressing room while you're like, practicing, someone be real.
I mean, I
smoked the wrong stuff.
I recently started doing them again to like warm up my voice because we're about to start doing like some of the rock songs that we used to do because we usually stay within the traditions of our hip hop set, but now we're about to add some of the skull and bones stuff. So nice. I'm getting my vocals warmed up before we start doing that. And I know people that are walking by our dressing room are like, what is happening in there? But, like what's crazy is at Cypress Hill, we played so many festivals, different genres, right? And the one that always boggles my mind is that we do these metal festivals, right? We're the only hip hop on the metal festival, right? And there was one back in, I'm going to say 2005, 2006, where it was... maybe around that time, but Metallica was headlining and we were the support for Metallica, and then there was Biohazard,
Wow.
Sepultura, and a bunch of other very hard bands.
Yeah.
Fear Factory, all metal. And I was nervous as hell, you know what I mean? And we were backstage just chilling. I'm back there in my head, and I hear Metallica start doing their vocal warm-ups. And they were like, some of them were harmonizing together. I don't think Lars was, because there's no harmony in Lars. But he's a dope drummer. But I could hear the other guys like warming up, and I thought, oh man, that's cool. That's Metallica warming up. And that sort of took away like the embarrassment I
you
might have
doing
had
it.
for people hearing us warm up.
Right,
So I
like
was
the greats do it. The greatest of all time do
Yeah.
it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it too.
So that's been helping me as
That's
of late
tight.
for like the
awesome.
heavier songs.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, be real. Going into the rock realm and then being LAFC fans, you see System of a Down there a lot. You know, I love the Armenian community that comes out.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up in Glendale, so I have hella Armenian homies.
That's right.
And shout out to Ara, part of LAFC.
Ara. That's
right.
He brings in the Armenian influencers
That's right.
and stars.
Yeah.
But being there and being able to see people, it's the drummer of System of a Down?
No, it's a bass player.
Bass player.
He
The drummer's
sometimes
been through,
comes down,
yeah.
but mostly you'll see Shavo there.
Shavo.
Salute to
Shavo.
our brother Shavo.
So would that be a thing, or has that been a thing? Cypress Hill and System of a Down.
We did it already.
Well, yeah, with the LAFC,
city.
we made a song
Yeah.
Right.
with us, but we've done a couple of shows at, like festivals, but we haven't done anything concentrated. But it would be dope because, I mean, you know, we've been fans of each other for a long time. I remember when I first saw System of a Down, they were opening for Black Sabbath's reunion tour
Wow,
at the
crazy.
Forum. I can't remember what year that was, but it was when they were new on the
Yeah.
scene.
Wow.
And Serge was rocking an afro back then. It was crazy.
No way.
Yes, his hair was like out to here. And they did one of the best shows I had seen from a new band
Right.
in that moment, and I became a fan of them from that time to now. And you know, thanks to Black Sabbath, because I would never have known System of a Down had I not gone to see
Yeah,
that
that
reunion
show.
tour.
Wow.
And rest in peace, Ozzy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be dope to do something with them. I mean, you know, Darren from System of a Down, he wrote a couple of songs for us on our Rise Up album. One was called Trouble Seeker, and the other one I can't remember at the moment. But
So the connections there, the relationships there.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to see like that even if it's a show together, I'm sure again you
Yeah.
guys been a part of the same lineups. It just seems to go together so LA too.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you're able to mesh in with the rock crowd, but also you are as hip hop as it comes, as LA as it comes. You know what I'm saying? System of a Down too. They're hella rock, but they're LA as it
yeah.
comes. Like they're Los Angeles.
absolutely, absolutely.
So that would be tight.
I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, let's go. You also did a Spanish record with Aleman. I
Yeah.
remember it was like a baseball type record, no?
Yeah, it was Grandes Ligas. Yeah.
Does it get a little scary going? Because for us, they call us nosavos. It's a diss. We get
Yeah.
it. We're trying.
We're
all right?
pochos, I
Yeah,
know.
exactly. My dad understands me, and that's all that matters. Okay, but I guess does it get a little intimidating when you have like these hardcore rappers like in Aleman, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna be on a record with them too.
Not really. I have confidence in what I do in the studio, like in how I'm writing it. Where I lack the confidence is in the conversation.
Yeah.
I see.
That's where I'd be getting
Yeah.
nervous. Like,
Yeah.
we're,
Same,
like
same.
talking in Spanish the whole time.
Yeah.
Like that would make me nervous. But in terms of recording it, writing it, no, you know, because I sort of, if they go first, which is one of the things I do, is I wait.
He does that. Yeah. This,
Pro tip. He's like pro tip.
well, because
less effort.
Well,
you
Yeah.
know?
let me tell you why this is because I'm never going to be the weak link on a song. I may have been the weak link on the weak link, but not on the song, right? So fucking.
no, we call B our
Nice.
anchor. He's our anchor.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
it happened. It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
It's okay. We're gonna beat up Flicked for it.
So, like, I like to see what's in front of me to know where I gotta be.
Yeah.
Right now, if you're asking me to lead the track, well, I'm gonna hold everyone to a high standard.
Right.
So I'm gonna put the gas pedal down, and you got to keep up with that. That's my mentality. How I look at it. Like, if you're asking me to lead.
Yep.
Hope you could keep up.
Yeah. and rise to that occasion, because now you're gonna have to come after this.
Because I've had to, I've had to lead a couple times where I was like, I'm the first one. Okay, all right. Let me see, who's on the track. Oh, and then I just shift into a different gear because I mean, I have confidence in myself. I've been doing this 30 some odd years by now. I cannot. We as rappers that do this have to have the mentality that we are the best at all times.
Yeah.
Some of us are fooling ourselves, but some of us actually put the work in to be that.
To be alongside it.
And I know that I've put work in to be that because, I mean, I'm always recording. I'm always dropping verses, whether it's a feature or something that I'm doing personally or something with Cypress, or if Flick puts the gun to my head and says, I got another song, body.
So you made Sia go first?
Yeah.
Yes, you did go first.
She did go first.
She did go first, but that's different. Like, I wasn't, because like with rappers, it's a friendly competition. No one wants to have to. No one wants to have to rewrite the verse. And sometimes I'll make someone have to.
That's one thing I respect from B is that he takes input to, like, from the producer. He, like, if I have some input from him, he's not like, oh, I'm Be Real. This is how my verse is. No, he comes with it.
That is the other thing. I will be produced. Like, I will allow myself to be produced. Like, so if I think I hit it, but the producer says, I think you got a better one, I'll listen to that because, I mean, both our names are being attached to this thing, and we both have to be comfortable on where it sits. This is the way we were with DJ Muggs, our brother, who produced all the Cypress Hill, pretty much most of the Cypress Hill catalog. Yep. He spared no feelings when it came to if he thought something was whack or not up to par. Or, you know what? This ain't it. Let's move on. And you had to like intake that and be like, all right, let's go move next one. And
not take it personal. All right.
So I learned that early on. If you're asking a producer to produce you, let them produce and put your ego aside, because your skill set should allow you to snap into whatever the producer is asking of you. You know what I mean? If you have no confidence in yourself, or you just don't have that animalistic mentality that you can snap into anything, then you shouldn't be doing this.
Is there any type of genre that you wouldn't do? Or is there like music, you already do rock, you do like, obviously you rap, hip hop. I mean, is there music that you have in the tuck that you'd be like, oh, maybe one day I'll release this that we wouldn't expect?
I could probably snap into any musical genre.
Let's go.
Country?
Yeah. I could do any one of them, depending on how it's produced. I could snap, and a rapper should be able to. We as Cypress Hill and me as myself, I've done so many different things in terms of music, in terms of flipping genres and stuff like that. So with Cypress, we did the Cypress Rusco album or EP, which was EDM based on the dubstep tip. We had done stuff with Ronnie Size, who was in the drum and bass, Jason Nevins and Groove Rider. So, we locked into that EDM space as Cypress Hill. We went into the rock space with Skull and Bones, and then, a bunch of features with other, metal and rock and alternative bands. And then I was in Prophets of Rage for those 4 years. The way that Muggs produces too, he'll flip genres as well. So, we've been well rounded as a group, like in doing different things. So like I feel like I can do any damn genre you put in front of me, and I would take the Pepsi challenge if someone said, "Hey, I got a country song.
I'm gonna come with a polka record for you, dog."
I got a polka song for you, or I got a banda or a cumbia song, this or that. I could snap into any of it.
That's that confidence, I'm telling you. Be real. Okay, so where are your parents from? Like, or where's your family from? Like in Mexico?
Well, my father's family. That we know of was from Chihuahua and Durango.
I'm telling you, like, once we know where you're like, oh my God, that's ours right there on our bag.
Yeah, my father, he was born in the United States, but his, my grandmother.
Background,
they were going back and forth all the time from Chihuahua to Arizona, and then they eventually ended up here. But from my father's side is Chihuahua, and probably other places if we do like the math. you know, because family comes from, you know, spread out everywhere. My mother, originally, her family was from Havana, or actually, no, Oriente in Cuba. And
bro, you're Cuban too?
Yeah, I'm
You could own Power 106.
Let's go.
Yeah, all of our owners are Cuban.
Come on.
There's like a concentrated Cuban little effort.
Bring me in. You need a half-blooded bastard.
There we
like
go. You are what we've been looking for.
You're in Little Havana right now.
Yeah. You didn't know it, but you
I got
are.
some cigars at the crib. I'll bring them down. That I'm Latin plus Latin times Latin.
Yeah.
Latin.
Yeah, that part. All the Latins. But I want to tell you, be real. You did what I guess a lot of rappers are doing now, or like have done recently, and is going to like the media aspect of it. I saw Be Real TV when low-key it was like there was Zoom didn't even exist.
Right.
You were just you had a green screen and I think some type of a garage, and you were just streaming.
Yeah.
What led you to that part? Like, I'm gonna be like, I know my voice is enough to hold weight and be able to talk about things, and why not me, you know?
So for a time, Bobo and myself, we had the original Soul Assassin radio show over on The Beat when it existed. And, you know, we were doing that for like 3-4 years on Friday nights. And, you know, we had like really good ratings.
Yeah.
But I quit because of the politics that was happening. I mean, you guys over here were rotating the record Green Thumb on you know, some pretty decent rotation, whereas our station was rotating it once a day. And that sort of pissed me off, and you know, that wasn't the agreement we had made. So you know, I said, well, I'm taking my show and I'm
busting out of here.
Right. And so for a few years we were like, what's a platform we can get into, you know, because like I don't necessarily want to go back to radio if I got to deal with these politics. And then, you know, some folks didn't want to believe that we were on the air for 3 years, so they wanted air checks and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I'm not going to audition for you. So
Be real.
I know how to do this, right? So I'm not going to audition for no one. And while we were like trying to figure out a platform, my good friend DJ Maceo of De La Soul hit me up about doing something on Ustream, which he was using at the time. And he was telling me he was doing a mix show from his house. I'm like, how do you do a mix show from your house?
Yeah.
And he sent me the link. I seen it. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So we happened to have a Cypress Hill show at the Fillmore at that time. And I set up some cameras and I made an account on Ustream and I streamed it. And we had some pretty decent numbers without, you know, with
promo. It's just with
no promo.
Up.
Especially at that time, because there's no social media outlets to like promote it on.
And it's not a habit yet. Like, people don't know that they can do that.
So I was like, hey, there's something to this. So I had thought about like making something on Ustream, and then my partner Kenji hit me up about Stickam, who was bigger than Ustream at the time, and that their technology was better. So I went over, had a meeting with them. They created the Be Real TV platform for me there, and it was birthed out of there. And the solid that they did me was that they created the platform outside of its own, so if they went away, we could still
continue it.
Continue.
That's incredible. That's IP right there, intellectual property.
So the way that I looked at it, I saw that other celebrities were only doing like once a month, once a week coming on. Andrew WK, remember that guy? He was doing like once a month. I'm like, I could do it like a radio show here or radio station here or whatever, and just find a bunch of people that want to broadcast, right? And so I started doing it there, and from my studio in Chatsworth, and it was in the lobby of my studio. It was crazy. But we started in 2009. And it was first called the 420 show, and then 3 years later I flipped it to the Dr. Green Thumb show. But since 2009 we've been doing it. We've been in the space longer than probably most.
Yeah, he was a content creator before it became a title, before it became a streamer before that became a title. Like, and just again, off of your knowledge of how to run a radio show, and then it's like, I want to do it without the radio part. Let me just rock it this way.
Yeah,
that's awesome, bro.
It's been fun to have a platform there where I could invite my friends.
But not a lot of people can do that. I think they always say like about being from radio, you can be good at radio and suck at podcasting. You can be great at podcasting and suck at radio, but you're having the ability to, like, I guess, weave your way into any of them. You have a pod too.
Yeah.
You do, isn't it the car thing, the hotboxing?
Yeah, that's the podcast. The live thing we do, it's not necessarily like a podcast. It's live, you know. And most podcasts are filmed and then put out there. You let them breathe,
like
or whatever.
Stream then,
Yeah, so I guess the Smoke Box is a form of a podcast.
How do you even have time to go to an LAFC game? So much content.
I've been a juggler for many years.
You do this.
I do this.
Anyone else?
Awesome.
I want to ask you about, you were on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about that. That's like so legendary that not many people
So
can
good.
You come in yellow, bro.
Well, yeah.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
There is a version.
Get that checked out.
That's pretty gross.
I don't mean like that.
I got to see a doctor. No, they hit me up. They hit us up based off of the
as a crew,
Lollapalooza episode.
Yeah.
And they wanted to make a episode based on that. And we were like, oh, hell yeah. You know, because a few of us were Simpsons fans. And we jumped at the chance. So they invited us down. We read the lines in their studio. The other actors weren't there.
Oh, okay.
They were off that day. But we got to see where all the magic happened.
That's so cool.
And it was cool. I mean, you know, we never expected to get invited to be on The Simpsons. That was one of those checklist things
Yeah.
you
For sure.
don't expect. And that. So when they ask, you know, what are some of the big moments, the highlights, right? That's definitely one
Being
of them.
on The Simpsons.
Well, it lives in their history forever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's replayed
It's a great episode.
on different networks that do the replays and all that shit. And
Otra vez.
all good.
I'm
Ya
too
vas a
used to
empezar,
podcasting.
be real.
I'm too used to podcasting. I'm sorry.
But that is an incredible moment.
Yeah.
And I think even there's been hella cameos, but
Yeah.
you guys pop out the way that they created you. Like it's a visual that we even remember, you know?
Well, they did us justice because they also helped us put together something that we didn't even imagine, which was like doing an album with the LSO, with the London Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
Wow.
We took the bit that happened in The Simpsons and made it a
real
reality.
thing.
Yeah.
And some people say they predicted it, but on this particular
Hilarious.
on this
Yeah,
particular,
they inspired it.
Yeah, they inspired it. You
Yeah.
know, because we were like, yeah, what if we did that?
Yeah.
And it took us some years to make that happen, but when it happened, it was magic, and the album's out there right now. Black Sunday, Cypress Hill with the London Symphony Orchestra, live recording, and there's also like a film that's with it.
That's attached to
That's
it.
amazing.
Legendary.
Be Real from Cypress Hill, we have you in here, and we mentioned Black Sabbath, and you said R.I.P. to Ozzy. Did you ever get to meet him?
Yeah, met him a couple times. One of the I think the first time was we got asked to do the Sharon Osbourne show.
Oh, no way.
she had-
Yeah.
which
She
she
had
had a
her
show.
daytime talk show. Yeah.
And I think we were playing Rock Superstar or something like that. And he happened to be on set supporting her, and we got to meet him. And this was one of my childhood idols. You know,
Yeah.
Wow.
loved Ozzy, still do. And the Osbourne family has always been very cool to me and cool to the band. You know, like Sharon was very cool with us,
Yeah.
and I couldn't believe it. I didn't think we were on their radar like that. And I had met Sharon before I had met Ozzy. And then I met Ozzy at Sharon's show, and that was everything to me. I'll never forget that moment. It was one of the rare moments that they ask you about that was like special. Meeting Ozzy Osbourne was special to me.
I bet.
Yeah.
Even, well, I'm sorry to cut you off. Sharon Osbourne mentioned that Ozzy didn't know how big he was, as Ozzy Osbourne. And it was really cool to see like that soul that he then has in his music and in Black Sabbath music. Honestly, coming like, I don't know if it's like being a hip hop head, because you're also a hip hop head, but you understood their vibe, or maybe just being like how my dad had me. What is it called when they're like overbearing on you?
Yeah.
But
Covering.
yes, but like I couldn't listen to rock like that, nor did I was like, okay, it's very scary. Like I just knew it was scary. Now understanding it in songs like Changes and stuff like that, it's like, oh no, this guy was singing with soul, you know?
Oh yeah, he could sing, and he could sing live too. You know, when you hear him like singing in other like older footage from the 80s and even before that, yeah, he could actually sing the way he sounded on the albums, and that was everything.
Yeah.
You know, he had a unique voice that cut through anything he sang on. So it was big, you know, to meet him, and he was so substantial to me in my life, because I got onto Ozzy Osbourne before I knew what Black Sabbath was, because at the time where his solo album comes out, we're kids, and we don't know nothing about Black Sabbath.
Where like his background, none of that.
Yeah, so we get into Ozzy, and then we figure out that he's in a group called Black Sabbath, and we start going back to that music, and then we're like, we love him even more because this is like him as a younger person, like belting out this very dark metal music, and it made me appreciate him more. And as we start coming into ours and we start experimenting with doing the rock music with Cypress, in our live show at the time when we were taking a live band out, I would cover War Pigs.
Nice.
Is there a recorded cover of War Pigs?
I've been trying to find it, but no, we never did. We never recorded it. But it was at the time where people had handheld cams, so we're waiting for maybe that footage to pop up somewhere. We didn't get it, unfortunately, but I was doing this project with this other band, but they were just experimenting. There was nothing serious about it, but it was a lot of players from relevant bands, and they asked me to come cover Sweet Leaf.
Damn.
And I mean, I'm not a singer like that, but I said, you know what, I'll give it a shot.
You did it.
Wow.
And that is somewhere, not the video, but like
there's an MP3 somewhere.
There's somewhere that exists. I don't know who has
I need to hear you singing.
I could do stuff like that. I don't know if I could traditionally sing, but I could hold some keys here and there just because of those warm-ups. It put me in perspective on where I could be on a song,
your range,
but not singing like a singer sings, I could get.
Why she could sing like Whitney Houston? Why she could bell?
Oh my God!
I picture,
if I could do that, I'd be a rapper. Sing my own choruses.
Is the title Black Sunday kind of like a reference or tribute to Black Sabbath?
Yeah.
That's tight.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, that's why our album covers were dark and obscure, because we were seeing what they were doing and we were emulating that.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And we were Raider fans, so it was at the time we were Raider fans. So Black Sunday and Black Sunday equals Black Sunday.
Like Raider games on Sundays.
Yeah. Black Sabbath, Black Sunday.
It just makes sense.
Raiders.
It just makes
Triple
sense.
entendre.
We were very dark in these times.
Still a Raider fan?
What team now?
I still appreciate the Raiders, but they've left us twice. They've left our state, so I'm like, I'm more of a Rams.
Rams.
Because they are in LA.
Let's go. Instead of the ones that leave us, let's go to the ones that leave other people to come to us.
Right?
Yeah, let's do that. Why not?
Well, the Rams were here before they were there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They were mine first.
They came back to us. And brought us a championship.
True.
So, I gotta say, I got to rep for them.
Rams
LA
house. Rams house. All right.
Well, as a kid, I was a Raiders fan and a Rams fan to begin with. So, me going back to the Rams is just going back to.
They were here at the time, too.
Yeah.
It was so easy to, this is my team. They're my home team. And then there was no team. So everybody kind of just had to deal with, all right, where do I go from? What's the hat the gang is wearing around here? All right, I'm going to go for that.
Yeah.
Because we went for the 49ers because we were from San Fernando. And it's just, they were all wearing SF hats.
Yeah.
No,
I get it. Yeah,
like you actually saw that.
I saw it. Yeah, and, the thing is the Raiders. They left Oakland, came here, then left back to Oakland, then left Oakland again and came back here, then left back to Oakland, and then said, "All right, we're leaving California."
Yeah,
that was too much for me. I could not. Sendog's great.
Yeah,
Sendog's great because he's in Nevada with them. You know what I mean? So he moved with them.
Yeah.
I'm not moving.
Be real. There's an unofficial trend happening at LAFC where people are popping up with botas.
Yeah.
I saw you yesterday with some fresh.
I got some
ostrich. Ostrich
No
bota.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Talk about it. Yeah.
Is it on LAFC's page?
I've been wearing boots for a minute, and it started with the symphony shows actually. We were doing some of the symphony shows in these states where botas, So I, rolled up on stage with some caiman skin, black caiman skin.
The Caimans.
And so it became a thing for me. And then, Rich from the LAFC said, "Hey, we're going to have botas tonight." And so I was like, I got something ready. Let's go. And, The ones that I busted out last night, they hadn't seen those ones yet. I usually rocking my black boots there, but yeah.
Those
ostrich?
Those
it
are
was
fresh.
full ostrich. It was fire. They're like brown.
Yeah, light brown.
It sounds like
I can't find them. I need to see it.
I had my hat in the car too, but these guys didn't tell me if they were, going to pop the hats off.
Yeah.
And I had worn my hat last week, but I didn't have my boots on. I was totally incomplete on both occasions.
One or the other.
Y'all have parties like shots, botas, like
no, it's a vibe.
Yeah,
Galaxy could never.
Super vibe. There's no way.
Right? Like they just
Super vibe.
couldn't.
Oh yeah.
Flick is there?
vibe.
Be careful.
Flick,
No, and it's
Listen.
very
You gotta be
peer
turned up.
pressure.
Don't ever point a finger at me.
Imagine you're not drinking, right, Greg?
Yeah.
If me and Vic and Maximo are like, bro, come on, drink. Like you could be able to turn us down because who the heck are we?
Yeah.
If fucking Be Real
Yeah.
is telling you, hey, bro,
Shot.
and Chavo from System of a Down, you're gonna take the shot.
Yeah.
See?
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday when I saw him, I said, "Hey, we got to go take shots."
Already.
Right? And Jaime was right there. He goes, "I feel intimidated." I'm like, "All right, let's go."
You just do it.
Yeah.
That's funny. You just have to make sure that Flick doesn't disappear.
Here we go.
When we went to go watch the Galaxy game,
Here
he
we go.
disappeared, and then a goal happened, right? So it was a good thing.
Oh, no, yeah. No, I said this. I said, I gotta go to the restroom. It's going to be a lucky piss. We're going to score a goal right now.
Lucky piss is hilarious.
So I went, and then what happened?
Yeah.
He scored.
We scored a
Boom.
goal. Everything was good, but then he left again, and then
Every
Galaxy
time he
scored
leaves,
a goal.
huh?
Yeah.
Galaxy scored a
He
goal.
needs
So
to go to the bathroom more.
he needed to specify to the soccer gods that this was
Which goal is gonna
this
happen?
was a piss for LAFC, not
Yeah.
Galaxy. 'Cause he disappeared. He disappeared one too many times, and we tied the game.
Hey, by the way, like Vic amazed me that game, man. I never seen somebody eat so many peanuts, man. Like,
He left. They know us, Vic.
he left that whole
skins.
floor, like the whole floor was just disrespected.
Yeah, well, which was he told me to do. He's like, yeah, leave it, so Galaxy could pick it up.
Oh.
Hey, where did you piss when you left? Where was this pee taken? No.
Yeah,
I had already been gone by that time.
Yeah.
that happened. Yeah.
You were there. You brought the kids.
Yeah, I took the kids
Yeah.
there. Well, this is my thing, and I'm sure you guys see it too. Like, granted, Galaxy has been around here longer. You know, what do they call it? Chivas 2.0 or
They tried.
the LAFC?
We call them the
This
gals.
is the gals.
The gals.
Sorry.
Yes,
That's a
bro.
good one.
But with that does come, like, they have a hella fandom. Again, a lot of them Central American.
They sure do.
Yeah. And they have a lot to say.
They do.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my DMs are.
I don't
crazy.
listen to any of it.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't-
telling
I
you,
don't
like, I
even-
guess, do you have that thick skin? Because even being on the radio, and we'll talk about being LAFC fans, and all of our comments are really mean. And I'm like, I'm sorry,
Well,
Mom.
that we're the new kid on the block, prospectively. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they're going to be threatened by our movement, by our vibe, and all that stuff. But hey, that's just too bad.
I
Just
love
what
to
it
add
is.
that, I guess, the franchise to what is such a great city for championship teams. We have the Lakers, we have the Dodgers, we have LAFC. Yes, the Clippers exist. Maximo's a big Clippers fan. Chargers exist. We have the LA Rams, but I guess LAFC couldn't have done it better because there's a lot to prove when you're from a city like Los Angeles,
Absolutely.
and they've done it.
Well, when you look at it, they're playing in the heart of LA. So, of course, many of us that were born and raised here, I would imagine that a lot of people were fans of the other team first and then, actually flipped over.
Be Real has been in here for about 1 hour. We've been talking about soccer. He has not mentioned the Galaxy
His
by
name.
name once.
I cannot.
Yeah,
The other team.
he said the other team, those guys
The gals.
over there,
that's
the gal.
no offense to any of them. They've done what they've done. They
I love it though. I live for this.
they've done what they've done. It's to be respected and all that. But it's LAFC on mine, so I got to represent.
Let's go.
It's just like I'm a Lakers fan. I appreciate the Clips.
Thank you.
But I don't talk about them
He said clips.
Yeah.
We're good.
because I respect them that much.
Yeah.
They don't got any championships, but
No respect them, no
You
respect.
didn't say the
know.
full name.
I don't really talk about the Angelitos.
You're good.
It's all about
You're
the
good.
Dodgers.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
We got the chips.
Yes, yeah. They got the chips to back up the name.
Oh man.
What about the Padres?
Who?
Padres.
Exactly.
San Diego.
Ken?
I love it. All right, this gives me a good transition into our game. Cypress Hill, be real. I told you this already. We're no sabos. We suck at Spanish. We
Right.
don't care. We own it. All right.
Yeah.
Rate your Spanish. Like if you could say like I'm like at a 10 where like boom like me and Jaime can be in a novela together, or is it like I can order tacos and that's it? Like where are we in our Spanishism?
All right. So if I've had drinks with DJ Flick, the proper amount of drinks, I'm probably at a 7 or 8. And if I'm not and I'm high, probably at a 4 or 5.
Okay.
Which is all the time.
Right. Are you high right now?
Oh yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Not really.
You're definitely not drunk.
No.
So we're gonna play a game called Si Ser No Sabo, okay?
Right.
You're gonna pick who you're gonna go against, okay, bro? You can go. We'll give you our ratings. This is like our little coconut: brown on the outside, white on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Yep.
talk to me. Say something to me in Spanish.
Good order at Taco Bell. Perfectly fine.
all right.
Order at Taco Bell. That says a lot.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Then
I could do that.
Facts. Yo, you're right there. And then Victor.
Probably like a 6. If my grandma's around, I'd probably elevate to a 7. Yeah.
Tell me something in Spanish. Like.
A mí me gusta escuchar Cypress Hill.
Mira.
And
And then Maximo looks it.
Yeah.
But can you rate your Spanish?
I look
for
like
me?
I speak like a 10, but I am like an 8.
Yeah.
Stereotype.
Yeah. Super. Looks. Don't judge all books by their cover, please.
Looks like a 10,
This
but
one
it's
is not in Spanish. Yeah. All right. Based off of those ratings, who do you want to go against, Maximo, Vic, or Greg?
Let's go, Greg.
Let's go, Greg.
right.
All right.
All right.
He
Bro,
already knew
you're
that
about
was.
to play-
He already knew it was coming.
You're about to play freaking Be real.
I gotta lock in.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a word in English, and you're gonna tell me how to say it in Spanish. Okay?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
First to 3 points wins. Yes, it gets pretty crazy. All right. Oof.
Let's go.
What if we don't know what the word? We tap.
A lot of times we don't know the word,
Okay.
especially this guy over here. Look, Greg, say sidewalk in Spanish.
Oh my god. Sideta or something.
See that?
I don't know. I've
So
never
see,
heard.
see how easy this is
See,
gonna be.
yeah.
Banqueta.
Banqueta.
Banqueta. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never heard that.
It's good. It's
I've
good.
never heard that. I'm with you right there. I would have been like,
Be real. Statue in Spanish. It's like it's right there, bro. You got it. It's in your. It's right there in your membrane. You got it.
tatuaje.
You mixed it with a tattoo. You mixed it with a tattoo.
Created a new word.
I would have believed that.
Estatua.
Statua. Sí,
Almost.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, no, that was good. He
Yeah, it was pretty
then he
close.
went into the tattoo.
I overthought it. You know?
Yeah.
He said it in French.
Let's
Okay.
get a statue tattoo.
Yeah. Greg, Cypress Hill goes on a lot of these. A tour. How you say tour in Spanish?
Arbrifo.
What?
Gira.
I'm trying to.
Yeah! Be real solid from you. What did you say?
I don't know. I was trying to think
Agua.
of a tour poster or something. And
Hira? The word is hira?
Hira.
Hira.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's easy. It's
Mañana me voy al gira.
easy. Yeah.
That's
Tomorrow he's going on tour.
That's
he'd be
right.
getting
And it's true. I am.
He'd be getting money in Spanish.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. These are really hard. You eat breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah. You eat some eggs.
Huevos.
Yeah. Okay. Say yolk in Spanish.
Oh.
Oh, no.
What?
Easy.
Yeah. You eat la.
Oh.
5,
I ain't got it.
4. All right. Yema. La yema.
Yema.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Yema. All right. He still has 1 point.
Yeah,
Be
he's
real.
like-
Look, well, this is gonna take a long time.
Stolen though.
You did so, but it's good. It's good. It's
Counts, it
1-0.
counts.
It's 1-0. Greg.
Let's go.
Jesus Christ. Greg, say worm in Spanish.
Nope.
Gusano.
Ooh, almost. Well, this one says lumbriz.
No,
Oh,
Gusano's
yeah.
right.
Yo sabo or tú sabes, they
Lombriz.
said.
Yeah.
Gusano's another word for
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, it is,
we'll take it, judges.
Yes,
That also
yeah,
don't
take it,
speak
we take
Spanish?
it,
All right,
yeah.
Be real.
it's 2-0. It's 2-0.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get this right, bro, and you speak. Tú sí sabes. All right.
Oh,
You ready?
A veces.
A veces. Umbrella in Spanish.
Oh, pff, I don't got that one.
Bro, it's right there. Just think
What?
about it. Just think about it. Umbrella. It's raining outside.
I don't even think I know this.
Necesitas un.
Umbrella.
Umbrella.
It's right there, bro. When I say it, you're gonna be like
You might as well say it.
paraguas. It's part of
Paraguas.
loteria. It's part of
Be real. I
loteria.
had it right here.
Oh, I can't cheat.
Look at this guy. Look at
Honest man right there. Honest man right there. All
Honest.
right. He stole the point, but he won't cheat.
You know, I thought it was optional.
I'm a thief, not a cheat.
Greg, window. We're playing Cicero No Sabo with Be Real versus Greg.
Cierra la.
Yep, you got it, Greg. Get the point, Greg.
Cierra la.
You got it, Greg.
You got it, Greg.
5.
Come on, Greg. Don't make me steal it from you, Greg.
Puertas door. Cierra la. What?
That's it. All right, steal it from him, Be Real.
Ventana.
I've heard it too.
Be Real just whooped your ass. Be Real. Si sabes, Be Real. Si sabes.
Pues ya tú sabes.
A ver, ordena unos tacos, Be Real.
¿Qué?
Ordena unos tacos.
Quiero un taco de asada con todo.
¡Eso, pero! ¿Y de tomar? ¿Qué quieres de tomar?
What do you want to drink?
Jamaica.
Let's go. As long as you can order in Spanish, you can live out here in LA, bro. You're
Yep.
fine.
Yeah.
You're right. That's my little Chihuahua representative.
Even the little words, you know.
Even the little words matter. Little words matter.
Don't ask me to close the window though. Or, yeah.
Bro, ventana.
I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of it.
A lot of
Cierra la ventana.
a lot of Spanish words are Tagalog too.
Yep.
Do you know Tagalog?
You know what? I used to know it because I was born in the
well,
Philippines.
lucky for you, we have No Sabo Tagalog edition.
You're lying.
No, say fork in Tagalog.
Tinador.
Yeah, that's the same as
Yeah,
Spanish.
it's the same as
Yeah.
Spanish. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
A lot of the words are the same.
Wow.
We got
Yeah.
conquered by
The
the
Spanish
same.
got there.
Oh, yeah.
Spanish went over there.
They conquered us, but we kicked them out. You know?
Let's go.
Oh, they stayed over here.
But they took my last name.
Hey, can I be on your pod?
Absolutely.
That would turn
Come
tight.
on.
To us, it's a bucket list to have you in here. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to be careful though,
Why?
because
You gotta get
it is
high?
the highest show in the world. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's why I think. Like, can people hang out with you and they're not potheads?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
How?
Not in the car though.
just get
See,
drunk.
the car is for the potheads, and the the table is for
the regulars.
It's optional. You could smoke or not
Do you ever look at people that don't smoke and be like, "You're missing out"? Like, y'all don't get it.
every day.
See? I'm telling you. I think
But
how
I
long?
smoke enough for them, so
That part.
it's all good.
You know, people have like the bucket list to smoke with Snoop and smoke with you. Be real, like that's just a moment. Do you sometimes feel like you're just being used for like being smoked with? It's like,
All the
bro,
time.
yeah, yeah. Why can't you just hang out with me for my conversation?
Oh,
Why it gotta be because I'm Be Real?
If Bob Marley was alive, he'd be going through that.
The
'Cause
same thing.
Everybody would want to smoke with Bob Marley.
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Indica or sativa?
Indica.
Do
But,
people
but
ever,
these days, more hybrids.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
do people ever pass you like some bullshit, Reggie?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm good.
Well, back in the day, mostly because everybody wanted to sell their weed. So, oh man, this is the bombest you have ever had, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was true, and sometimes it was not.
He's like, no, I'm Be Real, man.
I hear back in the day, especially on the East Coast, they just couldn't get it right. They couldn't get it right like how LA has it.
Not as a whole,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There was like you had to know the right people that had like the good quality stuff, but like if they were out, I mean, you were in trouble.
Yeah.
What country outside the U.S. has like the best tree that you're like, wow, I'm impressed?
These days, man, that's a hard one because there's a lot of talented growers all over the place now. Like you wouldn't think it, but in Chile and Argentina and places like that, they got gas. In Mexico City, they got some gas. In Guadalajara, they got gas. Spain. I mean, everybody always thinks Holland, and Holland definitely got some good weed, but like Germany got some great weed too. Many places now. It's hard to pinpoint one, but where the best is where the West is right now.
Let's go.
I love this, man. Yes. You're not going to find an LA representative more about it, 10 toes down, than Be Real, man.
That's
I'm
right.
telling you. You know how, like, Tyson and them have, like, tried, like, the frog?
Yeah.
Has that ever been, like, I'll do that? I could do that. If I did this, I could do that.
Well, we used to do psychedelics all the time back in the day, you know, mushrooms and other things.
Yeah. But is it well, I think people say, like, it'll leave you
Yes, sir.
altered, so don't do it.
Well, I think if you do way too much,
Yeah.
it might snap you, because there's people that have gone too far into what we call the portal or the melt.
The portal.
And they went, you know, they took too much and they didn't come back the same, where we took a lot, but not to where you wouldn't come back the
Right.
same,
Yeah.
right? I mean, we were even doing it during shows. We'd be totally fully melting on stage. Well, playing in front of people. I don't know how we got through that, but yeah, I mean, we definitely experimented with it in the early 90s and part of the early 2000s and stuff like that, or through the early 90s to the 2000s, stuff like that. Nowadays, we might microdose some mushrooms and stuff like that.
It feels more regulated, or at least more like people get like what to do with it. It's not so much of like someone just hands it to you in a paper or someone in a little baggie. Now it's like, all right, you can buy it at Air One, you can microdose from there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely regulated it more. But they realize that just like with cannabis, the psilocybin helps people in different ways, helps to rewire certain things, and you know, they've been doing studies on it for depression and things like that. So a lot of people have been finding, you know, that it's healing just like cannabis. So you're going to see a lot of people pushing for legalization across the board on it in the next few years, especially, you know, they say, you know, you could do the microdoses, you know, amongst your friends and stuff like that. But if you wanted to go in for therapy, you go in with like a therapist or a, you know, someone to guide you through when you have to take more, and they're trying to like
a shaman almost.
Yeah, well, a shaman or a therapist,
like a professional, legit.
Yeah, professional, because they're trying to help you, you know, rewire, you know, your mindset, and help you get through some stuff. So people can look it up. There's been new studies on it. So yeah, salute. But we've gone to the full melt.
Yeah. Unregulated, just.
I wanted to come back, so I didn't go too crazy.
Good.
Were you melting when you trashed the SNL set, or no?
No, we were just we were high, but we weren't melting. We wanted to do more. It didn't go the way we wanted it to, but
that's legendary.
It was what it was.
Are you guys still banned?
Yeah. Well. In the thing that they just put out this last year, in the SNL 50 whatever, they asked Lorne Michaels about band groups, and he said no one's banned. And in terms of his, you know, mindset, no one's banned. He would have anybody back, but he's not the one that owns NBC. You know, so. They definitely have a ban list, and a lot of us that are on that list have not been back. And it's not because we weren't relevant or didn't have
something that would
It was because of what was done on the air. So, you know, maybe one day they take it off, maybe they don't. Either way, you know, we did it, and that's another highlight for us, like the Simpsons.
When's the Cypress Hill movie?
We just had a documentary out with Showtime not long ago. But a Cypress Hill movie that's a little bit more in depth than what that was.
For sure.
I mean, we've been talking about it. We don't know when it'll land, but it's something that we're looking to do.
Who's gonna play Be Real? That's you're talking like.
Are you talking about a biopic?
Yeah.
Oh, that I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. That was something. That's something I think we'd have to wrap our heads around. Can we see people reliving certain parts of our life, and how are we gonna fit it?
I know, because
please, we need it.
Woodstock. I had a crazy ride.
I know.
I did have a question, because it's like, you know, we obviously seen like the movie The Hangover. I'm sure you had nights that were maybe not as crazy or as crazy.
Yeah, we've had some pretty crazy nights in the early '90s. I mean, we were wild. So, you know, like what people felt like the Beasties were in the representation of that crazy wild party type of vibe. Yeah, we were definitely that, but with weed and we were a pretty rowdy bunch, you know what I mean? So it was a wild ride back in that time. We did not care. We were very punk rock in that sense, we would trash a dressing room or maybe a bus or there was all sorts of things we were doing.
Why do guys think like that? Because one time, like, I had a homie that walked in. No, it's a dude thing. You don't see no girl band trashing nothing. There, I saw like one of the homies came in and he's like, I just want to punch a wall right now. And I'm like, do you understand what you just said? You literally just walked in a room and we're like, I want to punch something.
I think it's the sense of that you feel like you can, right? Like it's something that you've always heard about other
people
rock
do. Yeah. I saw it in Selena.
And then you're like, well, man, I'm gonna do that too. Like it's as ridiculous as you heard. Like, okay, so Led Zeppelin put out a book. I don't know if I think it's called Hammer of the Gods or something like that, and they talk about these experiences where they're playing pranks on their tour manager and the hotels where they're throwing TVs out the window of the hotels, and some bands would take the furniture and nail it onto the ceiling. So the living room is on the ceiling, and stuff like that. So us as young artists coming up, we got to create our own version of that.
Yeah.
So a lot of us, take to doing dumb things like this, and
because you can.
And then we stop doing it when we realize how much money we're losing in doing that, because nothing is for free. You trash a dressing room, that's probably like $5-10 grand depending on how bad you trash it.
And they're gonna send that invoice.
And they're gonna send that, and if it's a hotel room,
your card's on file already, B.
Yeah.
A bus? You said a bus.
A bus? Yeah.
It's like Motley Crue a lot, huh? Like Motley Crue style rock and roll. That was
it was wild times. And then we got smart real fast. That's the one thing about us. It happened a couple times and we got the bills back and we're like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
No one wants to be on the road for free, because you realize the more you do this, the more destructive behavior that happens, and you're doing this all through the tour, you're basically going to be on that tour for free, and you're probably going to owe money at the end.
Be in the red.
So you're going to have to go on tour to pay that one off, and then still not have money at the end of that tour.
So the next time you see a couch or an armchair,
leave it alone.
Leave it alone if it belongs there.
Hey, listen, they got rooms now, right? That you could go break stuff. You pay for.
Oh yeah.
Just go
rage
break
rooms
stuff.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, just go to a break room. You know what I'm saying? You want to live rock star life.
What if the creator was like, so I used to do green rooms back in the day at like the TV shows, and then Cypress Hill comes through and just tears it all up. So I thought, hey, this could be a business.
What a genius idea.
It is a thought though, because the last time we were in Vegas, I had like a sick view, and it just made me want to I don't know.
I need
tear
to
it
do something.
Yeah, just tear it apart. Like it looks
Hangover. He thought it was in Hangover.
As girls, that's a guy I thought.
Let me
not
just
a girl thought.
say right now, it was never me.
It was not Sendog. He's a sweetheart.
That is hilarious.
Oh, Sendog wrecked this dressing room in Dallas so bad, and the bill went to him. Because none of us were present when he actually did this, and that is a fact. We were all, because a lot of us, we'd go out into the crowd with no security, and we'd just be mingling with the crowd and hanging out. And one day we went to do that. We came back, and the dressing room was just, and he's just sitting in the middle of it, like.
Oh my God.
And we're like, okay.
Yeah. Run it
and then
up.
he got that bill and never tore another dressing room up. Way $7 grand.
Jeez.
That's how it works.
Ugly.
Be Real, DJ Flick, thank you for coming by.
Yes.
The new record, Street by Street, SIA, Cypress Hill, DJ Flick, an LA Anthem. And the numbers were incredible since the first day it dropped.
Yep.
Yeah, I think in
Spotify went up.
5 days over $1 million.
Wow.
Yes, SIA fans reacted to that real quick, and some of our Cypress Hill fans definitely reacted to that.
But it was really all of DJ Flick's fans.
There you go. The legend, I'm telling you. Thriller in Manila.
And the LAFC fans that came to the table. I mean, it's a combination of four fan bases, Flicks being the biggest.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Like Avengers.
Recognize, you know what I'm saying?
And it's been great response, and much love to Sia.
Big up to Sia, man. The cover art is really awesome
cool.
too.
Hard.
Yeah.
Who came up with that? Flick, íralo.
Wow. It is really dope.
Last time you came in with the Yodis, and they mentioned to you how you are the intro to. We all have like our own segments, and then my segment is Don't You Know I'm Local?
Yeah.
And I flipped Don't You Know I'm Local? And actually, my good friend Quasi, he got, I don't know, he twisted your arm like Flick, and he got you to say it. But it's like I've had it for years, and I had it like even before I started a podcast. Like I just had it. Like this is something that I want to do, right?
Yeah.
And he gave me that to kind of help me keep going. At the time, I didn't have an office. At the time, I didn't have anything built up. I rented a spot on 7th and Hill, and it was just small. Like Vic, you guys remember it. And I just built it piece by piece, and I just kept remembering that I had that little thing that I had to do something with. I had your voice on it. I had to do something with it. We build what's called Brown Bag Podcast. We start selling out shows in Los Angeles, doing live shows. Power 106, which I used to work for before they had let me go previously. They're seeing what we're doing in LA, and at the time they're not knowing what to do with their morning show, so they hit me up to like come back to Power. And then I was able to bring Brown Bag on here, and to be able to play it on LA radio, Don't You Know I'm Local, talk about LA shit, like have fun with my best friends. Like I don't know if you know how much, like, and it's a little thing, but that inspired so much. So
to get much love to that.
No, that's awesome.
Congratulations to you guys.
Congratulations, because you guys are kicking that ass.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And you guys are humble too. And I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But can you say Don't You Know I'm Local? Can I play it for you?
Yeah.
So you can hear it. You're gonna hear it on the.
What's up? This is Be Real from Cypress Hill. Where are you from, Ese? Don't you know I'm local?
Local. That's
yeah,
right.
I added
right.
the local instead of local.
Yeah.
Don't you know I'm local?
It's really him. It's not AI.
Boom.
Keep it here. Power 106, LA's #1 for hip hop. Flick, thank you so much for coming through. Bro.
Thank you, guys.
I cannot wait to see you blurry because I'll be drunk at LAFC. To be real.
I'll see you in a month. We're leaving on tour. We're heading out with Atmosphere, Lupe Fiasco,
Oh my God.
Cypress Hill.
And
and
travels.
So
incredible.
We'll be gone for the rest of the month. We'll be back to represent LAFC and do what we do.
Yep. That's all right. You keep trying to leave, and you say something that reels me back in. Atmosphere is one of my favorite rap groups of all time. Slug is incredible. That's how me and this guy really bonded. I met him at Rock the Bells.
Yeah.
He was a shooter, and then I was there like partaking in the audienceness, but being a fan of Atmosphere, seeing what they've done, it's really cool to see you and them like carry this on, this whatever they would call underground hip hop or whatever they niche it to. It's just the way the people show out for you is beyond measure,
Yeah, it's great to go out with them. They're great guys, intelligent, talented. They are about their business, and they're very good people.
I love it. Thank you, Be Real. Thank you, Flick.
You're welcome.
Don't say another word before I ask another question. Power 106. Bye.